been a minute. It's been a minute. I ain't even gonna front. It's been a minute. I felt convicted. I'm gonna start doing these for real. I got text messages. Let me put my phone on mute. Today's topic is about bitterness. I want to speak on this topic because in the year 2015, I went through a situation where it pretty much put me in a very bitter state. I had a neighbor a long time ago that I knew very well, and we had a falling out, a very hard falling out, and it affected me to the point where I was just angry. And when I say neighbor, I mean literally a neighbor. They were a neighbor to me. And so I remember I came home one day after work and I found this note on my door that my apartment complex had, and the note read, "Please be advised that we were informed of 2 alleged burglaries of 2 vehicles being stolen, and that this was an unfortunate accident and that crime can happen anywhere. And so as a reminder, keep all your personal belongings in your apartment, blah, 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 blah." And then it got to a point where it said this, "And we also encourage you to get to know your neighbors." I lost it. I was so mad when I read that sentence. It's as if I thought that the apartment complex should have known that I knew my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do? I did what any millennial would do these days and took to social media. Pulled out my phone, got on Instagram, took a picture of the letter, and proceeded to write a caption. But at that moment, I remembered a quote from a book that I heard called Struggles, written by, I think it's like, his name is Craig Groeschel or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Before saying anything online or in person, ask yourself, are you truly representing and reflecting the love and goodness of God? If not, don't say it, ever. And don't just think about the words that you say, think about the videos and pictures that you post. If any in any way don't reflect God's standards, don't share them. But I was like, I don't care. I'm about to post this. I'm pissed. But it was at that moment that I heard the Holy Spirit speak into me. And what the Holy Spirit said was hard for me to hear, but it was necessary for me to listen. And what the Holy Spirit told me was, you're hurt. You're not bitter, so hurt. Paul wrote to the Ephesians to get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as any evil behavior. But he didn't say anything about getting rid of your hurt. Pain is real. Suffering is real. It wouldn't be much of a suffering if you didn't say ouch occasionally, you know what I'm saying? Life struggles are meant to hurt you, but they're not meant to corrupt you. That's what bitterness does. Bitterness is the gateway to every feeling that Paul mentioned to the Ephesians. Though bitterness is the opposite of love, it serves the same purpose as love, and that is to spread to anyone that's willing to take it. There's no such thing as a bitter person that keeps bitterness to himself. But anywho, I'm still standing here at the door getting ready to post this picture, even though I'm having all this conversation with the Holy Spirit. I'm like, Holy Spirit, I need you to bag up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit these subliminals real quick. You know what I'm talking about? But it wasn't letting me, man. Holy Spirit was still speaking to me, asking me questions. 3 matter of fact. The first one was, what are you doing? I answered back, I don't know. Holy Spirit answered back, yes you do. The second one was, what is its purpose? And my purpose was to let them know that I'm still hurting. Holy Spirit replied, they know. And the third question was, what do you believe you're going to receive when you plant this seed of bitterness? And I thought about it, man. I said nothing. And the Holy Spirit said, so why plant it? This is the yes you do phase. Though we pretend like what we say is justified, be it in person or online, deep in our hearts and soul and mind, we know that everything that we say isn't justified. And even if you don't believe in God, you know there's something in you that's telling you to stop. this isn't right. This is not going to get you anything. I knew exactly what I was doing, and the initial feeling was great. I enjoyed it. I knew exactly what I was doing. So that lets me know that even though I was having a bitter moment, that doesn't necessarily mean that my conscience shrinks. I can still make good decisions in those moments. It just makes it a little bit more difficult when your heart resides next to bitterness. This is why Paul urges us to get rid of it. Second phase, they know. What is our favorite defense when it comes to expressing our hurt to other people? They just don't understand. Well, guess what? They don't. Because your hurt is your hurt. Your hurt to you is just as unique as one's DNA. No one's going to experience your hurt. Only you. Your hurt is specific to you and you only. Only those who are bitter look to share their hurt and push it onto others. But if you're trying to find God in the midst of your hurt, people are going to willingly want to share your burden. Not share your hurt, but the burden that you're carrying because you're hurt. They'll try to make life easier for you so you can get through this difficult situation. So no, they may not fully understand, but they know. Third phase. So why plant the seed? You ever heard of Harvey Updike? He's the Alabama fan that poisoned the iconic Auburn trees that they have on campus. All because someone decided to put a Cam Newton jersey on the Bear Bryant statue. A little bit over the top. But wait, it gets better. No one knew he did it. That's until he went on national radio and said that he did it.
This year I was at the Iron Bowl.
Okay.
And I saw where they put a Cam Newton jersey on Bear Bryant's statue.
Okay, I mean, again, that's 28 years later.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I did. The weekend after the Iron Bowl, I went to Auburn, Alabama, because I live 30 miles away,
Sure.
and I poisoned the 2 tumors trees.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I put Spike 80 DF in them.
Did they die?
Do what?
Did they die?
They're not dead yet, but
They will be?
they definitely will die.
Is that against the law to poison a tree?
Well, do you think I care?
No.
Okay, I really don't. Hey, and you can tell Tammy, I hope, never mind.
Okay.
Roll down Tide.
I'm more than positive he thought this was a good idea initially. I'm pretty sure he called up some of his homeboys and was like, yo, I better go kill these trees. And they were like, yo, go kill them trees, bruh. You know people get live when their crew start hyping them up like, oh, let's do this. Let's go kill these trees. So what did he get in return? Well, he got a 3-year jail sentence, which requires him to serve at least 6 months of it. He got 5 years supervised probation that has a 7 p.m. curfew, a $1,000 fine, and he's prohibited from going onto all Auburn's campuses and prohibited from going to any college events. So in simpler terms, he received a whole bunch of nothing. He is the embodiment of the quote, bitterness is you drinking poison and hoping that the other person dies. If you know the seed is not going to produce any fruit, don't plant it, ever. Protect yourself from bitterness, man. Shine a light on it from all angles so you can see exactly what it is. Bitterness thrives in dark places. Bitterness looks for a microphone to ignorantly shout into, like this guy did. But if you're trying to find purpose within your hurt, then a stage and a microphone is provided to you. So once you make it out to the other side, you can speak life into those that are going through what you just came out of. So remember, you're hurting. You're not bitter. So hurt. While you're hurting, remember, grow even more faithful during your pain and suffering to God. The ones who are bitter speak for themselves, but the ones who are hurt and remain faithful are spoken for. God bless.